Hi, welcome to Laura's View and Tarot 2. I am so glad you're here. Today's date is Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. This video, we're going to go a little bit woo in our topics. So if it's something that would not align with what you are receptive to hearing, please just join me in a future video that's more current event oriented. Although, in my opinion, this is current events, it's just not political. I've mentioned in the past numerous times that there's someone I follow on X, one of the many, but the creator, content creator by the name of Hilarion. Now, I'm going to give you the Laura's view interpretation of my understanding of what she does in layman terms, because sometimes the terminology she uses is like brand new to me. My understanding is she has for years been of assistance on the non-physical plane and helping some restoration happen to our plane of existence. If you, like me, believe that evil has had far too much sway and influence into our current reality, and that shenanigans were a big part of that, then you'll understand what she feels like she is helping to restore and to battle. The it is my belief that evil is does mimicking and mockery, but can't truly create. So they can copy and make poor imitations and deliberately twist some things that have been made by our loving creator, but what they make evil, that is not of the light. And it wasn't part of what was created for us originally. Okay, I warned you it was going to get a little woo. Well, about a week ago, Hilarion was very excited. She felt like there'd been a breakthrough, one that may actually result in some changes that will be noticed, felt, and happen in our very near human future. And I wanted to take you to that tweet. We're going to go over it. I'm going to also include a few comments from the thread. I'd encourage you, though, to click on the link and read her whole post. Most of the comments were really favorable. Some people said when they heard the term Starfire DNA, they almost felt like it was a muscle memory, like it was they were hearing something that they knew that had kind of been blocked from them for a while. So I wanted to make sure I use that term with you and see if you feel like you have some kind of muscle memory to the term Starfire DNA. If not, just listen and follow along, and we'll see if things seem like they might be relevant to you. If they're not and you're still interested, that's fine. You don't have to internalize everything that you're told the minute you're told something. And for some people, this is not going to be part of what they're anticipating or want in their life, and that's okay too. We are a free will universe. I'm going to take you to a compilation. That compilation has the link to the tweet, the original tweet, and some of the comments, and we'll do it that way because the platform that I use primarily to upload my videos, YouTube, is rather particular about links that I'm allowed to share. And I don't think they're very happy with the X folks these days, but they don't mind Facebook. So I'll take you to Facebook and Facebook will take you to X. Okay? We will hopscotch our way to where I want to reference. Okay, I'm going to go to that share screen and let's take a look at what I've been talking about. On the 5th of November, Hilarion said, "Last night we found the Nephilim timelines holding what Creator called Starfire DNA. I think this means we're about to start embodying our crystalline DNA. My understanding is that once cleared, this DNA spins so fast that it fires up the bliss codes and goes ecstatic." And then she had a thread that followed. Here is the link to the tweet I'm referencing. And then here is more comments that were made by Hilarion. She said, "These mangled timelines we just collapsed held the original betrayal of the prime creator by the Team Dark Nephilim known as Hemingway. He said these timelines were running the deep state. They held the Atlantean insertion of the atom nanotech in the creational Starfire DNA. Starfire DNA is an infinite creational structure of pure light. So, of course, evil's going to want to um, pollute that, aren't they? It feels like the tip of the iceberg. As to our full potential, this is the starfire seeds in our DNA. The deep state and demons have lost their fallen starfire DNA they created this abomination with. So I want to be careful about my question. So careful that for once I wrote it out before I started the video. Okay, so here's what we're going to be asking the universe about. Will our restored DNA embody a crystalline structure within this lifetime plus insights and information relevant to our current incarnation? It is my understanding that we are experiencing a metamorphosis, a restoration of our DNA and kind of returning more to the path that was intended for us when we were created. But I want to ask in this lifetime, are we going to see and feel and experience some of that restoration within this lifetime? If not the full, we'll find out with the cards. But I want to know in this lifetime, we're going to feel it. Are we going to see it? Are we going to be able to start enjoying it now? I think we're going to get a yes on that, but we'll find out as we go. Okay, I'm going to switch the camera. You can watch me work with the cards, and we'll find out together what the universe wants us to know about Starfire DNA and what's going on with the human collective and Starfire DNA. Okay, again, our question to the universe is, will our restored DNA embody a crystalline structure? Plus, in this lifetime, we'd like insights and information relevant to our current incarnation. So we know over millennia, my understanding is, over the long term, we will have a more crystalline structure. It's neat to think that we might not have to wait lifetimes to start enjoying the frequencies and vibration that come with having crystalline essences to ourselves. Isn't that cool to think about? Okay. The yes or no element is, will our restored DNA embody a crystalline structure? And our first card is the Two of Wands, which keeps showing up. And doesn't bother me at all, the 2 and 3 of Wands showing up, because we are going new places. King of Wands. We have the 9 of Pentacles for the recent past. Current, we've got the Star. Doesn't get much nicer than the Star. It's my favorite card in the whole deck. Then we have Justice for the near future. Queen of Swords. And the 3 of Cups. Even without an ace, I hope that you are seeing that we're getting some really positive cards here saying yes. Okay? My feeling is you may want someone to do deeper dives with the cards, but everybody should be able to read tarot cards to some extent. Okay? Just like all of us should be able to read a newspaper, but we might not all want to read a PhD dissertation. Okay, so let's take the deeper dive into this. Again, I said we had kind of a yes about, will our restored DNA embody a crystalline structure? And the Star is saying absolutely, absolutely. So the situation, the 2 of Wands, talks about how we're moving forward into a new path, a better path. The King of Wands is kind of assuring us that there's a lot of wisdom that's been happening on the non-physical plane as far as restoring timelines, putting us on a path for enlightenment and restoration of our DNA and other systems that were part of our original creation. Recent past, Hilarion, I think this is you showing up as the 9 of Pentacles, and just with love and the best intentions of all, trying to restore something that we should have had all along, something tangible that should have been part of the human system. Okay, the current The star is showing up here. Star is always a card of optimism. In my political reads, it can kind of nod to that 17 organization, but this isn't a political read. This is simply saying that at its essence, what it is the star is talking about the structures and stuff, the changes that are going on, and again, moving in the right direction. So we're getting kind of a yes that we're going to be actually be able to know and feel some of these changes that are coming down for the human race within this incarnation. And because it's a restoration for us, something that was stolen from the human collective, and it's being restored to us. And we got the Justice card here for the near future. Queen of Swords, divine feminine energy showing up, saying that as this justice is done for the human race, not just the United States, Queen of Swords is letting us know that we have to be a little bit patient. We're not going to see it all in this lifetime, but we are going to enjoy some, and we're going to be able to celebrate some of that this lifetime, some of that restored DNA, some repairs and restoration, and returning the human body to what was meant for it to be, more creation. I can't say it much clearer than that. Let's get a few more cards, see if there's additional insights and information from the universe. Okay, Queen of Cups, Strength, another major arcana showing up. Queen of Cups, saying always tells us to use our emotional intelligence. Okay, all right, to use our intuition. If what you're hearing here is new, but it doesn't sound too off the wall, you may be saying, hey, I accept it right now today. Or you might be saying, I'm going to give this some more thought. I'm going to meditate on this or pray on this and see if it makes sense. But who wouldn't want, if you had had your DNA to be cut off and not allowed to be in full operation? Who wouldn't want that restored in some form or fashion? And then the Strength card, again, strong divine feminine energy is always part of this restoration, this healing process for the earth. And I'm not saying that females are more active in this process. I'm just saying that the divine feminine energy is finally coming back into alignment and balance with the divine masculine to have some of these system changes happen. We have the Three of Pentacles and the World showing up. Another major arcana. We had so many major arcanas here. One, two, three, four major arcanas out of 11 cards. So sweet. Okay, this card's just saying, the human race, we're in a really good place, got a firm foundation going on for what's happening, and the items I'm mentioning in this read and the information I am getting from the cards today applies to the entire world, and it's happy news. It's happy news. So yeah, we've got a firm yes that our restored DNA will embody a crystalline structure, and that we are going to see some of this within this lifetime, this incarnation, absolutely. So it's going to roll out longer than our lifetimes, but it's starting within them. Let's recap. The content creator on X, known as Hilarion, was very excited because she felt like there had been a breakthrough last week in some of the work that she does in a non-physical capacity to help the human race. And in that excitement, she thought that there was a very good chance that what would be seen and felt by the human race would be a start of restoring our DNA. And she felt like that restored DNA may have a crystalline type of embody a crystalline structure. So that's what we asked the universe. Will our restored DNA embody a crystalline structure within this incarnation, plus insights and information relevant to our current incarnation? So in other words, will we start seeing, feeling, and being able to enjoy some of these changes now, not lifetimes from now? And we didn't get a single ace, but we got a very strong yes from numerous cards, including the fact that there were a number of major arcanas that showed up in this read. We had 4 show up out of 11 total cards that were pulled. That's a significant percentage. Then here's what we got. First of all, human race is moving forward. The path has been cleared. This is what this always is saying when I'm looking at wooey type topics. This 2 and 3 is talking about we're ready to go, folks. Our world is changing and we're ready to change with it. And the path is being cleared for us. And it's people working both boots on the ground and boots in the astral realm like Hilarion that are making that possible. Okay, King of Wands, just reassuring us that there's a lot of wisdom that's being applied to the changes that are happening to the human race. Okay, we have some divine and very benevolent help in the restoration and repairs that are in process for us. And I'm very thankful that we didn't just need a complete reset, that we were able to, they were willing to, they being our loving, benevolent help, that they were willing to work with existing systems. They didn't see a need to start from scratch. And that's very nice for me because I like being part of the change and the process. Okay. The recent past. Okay. We've got the I thought this card kind of indicated not just divine feminine energy, but the work that's being done by Hilarion and the fact that she has harvested. She's got some tangible change that she has helped manifest for the human race. Front and center in my read, the current situation, the star. Again, the major arcana, it says things are falling into place. There's good change happening. There's just no way this card is ever negative. So it was a beautiful affirmation to our question about the restored DNA. Would it have a crystalline type of structure to it and other relevant information? The Justice card showed up again, just speaking about how we, the human race, is being helped in this restoration process. And it's good and right that it should, because we didn't, with full understanding, um, agree to have our DNA impacted and shut down. And so, yeah, we needed that restoration. And all loving, kind, beneficial help is welcome as far as I'm concerned. Okay. Now, the insight cards, again, this card, Queen of Swords, talks about patience. So it's kind of telling me here that we're not going to enjoy the full benefit yet in this lifetime, but we'll see some. We will see some change. We will experience some change, some restoration, some healing, what have you. It is going to happen now, not lifetimes from now. Okay. But we're not going to, don't think whatever we feel or experience in the next decade or two is it. It's only part of a process that's going to roll out, one that we will be able to be happy about. Okay. All right. Now, the further insight cards. Listen to your discernment on this information, as with any information, and use your emotional intelligence and decide whether this is a message that speaks to you in a meaningful way. And if it doesn't, then thank you for your time, or say, I want to learn more before I accept this. That's fine too. I always tell you to make up your own mind for yourself, even if it goes in direct opposition to what I or some other trusted content creator might say. Listen to your discernment, trust your gut. This is all part of this unprogramming ourselves, is learning to think for ourselves. It's not a perfect process. And maybe what you'll be saying is, right now, this doesn't speak to me. Okay. And that's fine too. I know there's topics that it took me a long time to go, okay, I'm ready to consider this now. And I'm still doing that to this day, going, okay, let's take a deeper look into this. It's a process. And we have the strength, we have the means, we have the ability to incorporate and embody so much more than we currently do. And the human race has a lot of strength to it, a lot of redeeming good features that made so many feel like, yeah, we were worth the effort. And I thank them for it. Then the last two cards, victory card with the world, saying the changes I'm talking about are not just relevant for my country, they're for the human race, not just one segment of it. And again, all these changes were happening are on a firm foundation, and that firm foundation is thanks to people who are actively helping to bring that change about, whether they're in the armed services and helping eradicate evil and harm to little ones, or working outside the physical realm like so many of the people I know these days are, to create change. It's all coming together, and one helps the other, whether the boots on the ground know it or not. It's that approach that's coming from every direction that's making such a change and making evil lose their power, authority, and toehold on this reality. And that's high time that happened. Laura's view on that, but I'm betting most of you feel the same way too. Okay, well, that's it for this video that was rather woo. I promise my next one will be very current eventsy, okay? Don't want to overdo the woo, even though I find it very interesting. I thank you for your time and for viewing this video and your support and just being here and going on part of the journey with me. It's so, so sweet. I appreciate each and every one of you. If you'd like to receive it, until next time, well, forever, but until next time, I wish you love, light, and I wish you everything bright. Bye.